Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have a cracker, a rematch in the co-main event this weekend at UFC 313. Of course, that fight is Justin, the highlight Gaethje, taking on Rafael Fiziev. Now, Fiziev been off for a long time. The initial scheduled matchup we had with Justin Gaethje was 5 rounds of war. Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, I'm sure everyone was really disappointed about losing that matchup because, like I said, it was going to be an absolute slugfest for as long as it lasted. Those guys were going to do some serious damage to each other. It's so crazy what the UFC can do, this business model, about just plugging and playing and finding a great matchup for the fans, with less than 2 weeks to go until the fight. Like, props to Justin Gaethje for accepting anyone that they threw his way, because there was a lot of names circulating, and this one sort of really came out of left field for me. I did not expect a Rafael Fiziev fight. Obviously their first fight was very highly entertaining, a bit of a chess match, and definitely a fight where Justin Gaethje proved that he's not done yet. And then there's levels to this, Rafael Fiziev, in the general population, the general's opinion, was going to come through and steamroll Gaethje, but Gaethje showed his veteran experience and just how calculated he can be at times. Got his first ever takedown in that fight. I don't know if you guys remember, and was employing that jab beautifully. Like, yes, Justin Gaethje, the nickname says it all. He gives us highlight reels, and he really puts himself into the fire. But what Trevor Whitman has done with him, how he has taken what makes Justin Gaethje so good, that chaos, that ferocity, and just put some nice feet behind it. He's been so good at teaching Justin Gaethje where to put his feet to be able to land those punches clean. Gaethje's footwork, especially in the boxing ranges, is much improved. After being with Whitman, he really, really built that base with Gaethje. And Gaethje has, obviously he's coming off a really, really tough performance and a tough loss to Max Holloway. He's never been slept like that before. We've never seen Gaethje out, like flatlined in the shadow realm, face first. So I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it, his last performance, but I think Justin Gaethje is getting really disrespected in this matchup. Not only is Fiziev the favourite on the odds, but the general consensus is, Gaethje's done. I think Fiziev's going to have a good performance, this and that. Don't get me wrong, Fiziev is a world-class fighter, but the amount of variables on his end that he has to battle through, like, not only is he taking this fight less than 2 weeks notice, he's not going to be conditioned, not nearly at 100%. Then we have him not fighting for a year and a half, 2 years, and coming off a pretty gruesome knee injury, a guy who throws a lot of kicks. Like, these are all things you have to think about, and things that surely will impact Rafael Fiziev's performance. So Gaethje has had a full camp. He's put in the 8 to 12 weeks that you really, really need to come into a fist fight at this level, with the conditioning base under you. It's just the damage, how much damage Justin Gaethje has accrued in his career. If you go back and watch their first fight, Justin Gaethje did such a good job using that really erratic footwork to just not let Fiziev, the Muay Thai fighter, get settled. Fiziev, yes, he is an assassin on the feet, but he does all of his work in the Muay Thai range. And if you're not going to stand in front of him and play Muay Thai, you can have success. Look at Bobby Green, for instance, a very unorthodox striker, but someone in that third round who had Fiziev really, really on the ropes. So styles make fights. This is, for a replacement, very, very entertaining, and I think really, really interesting based on their first matchup. I'm really interested to see how they both adjust coming into a fight like this, because Fiziev, he's going to want to get that one back, and he's probably studied that fight a lot. What do I need to change? What do I need to adjust? How can I be better moving forward? So there's no better trial and error than to give it a go against the guy that beat you previously. So what a co-main event. Yes, we don't get that Dan Hooker 5-round war. This co-main event now will be 3 rounds only. There's no way Fiziev was doing 5 coming in off the couch. Let me know what you guys think about the replacement, how you're feeling about this fight, and where you see Justin Gaethje, because, I know there are a lot of doubters on him, but guys, you've seen the waves in this sport. If you've been watching for long enough, you understand this. A fighter has one bad performance, everyone writes them off, and then they come back out, shock the world, and then all of a sudden everyone is back on that bandwagon. So if Justin Gaethje goes out, looks really good, has a good performance, people are going to be talking about Justin Gaethje being right back in there. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think. If you could like, comment, subscribe, I would really, really appreciate it, and we will chat soon.